Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions JP, I wanted to show off the progress of my account after 9 months. But first I wanted to clarify one thing from my previous video, which was about the UR Unit Challenge Bingo Board. And I can't believe I have to clarify this, but when I say that global players are cheap and demanding, I'm not saying all global players. I should have specified and said that in the global audience there are more cheap and demanding users than there are in JP. And what that specifically means is like free-to-play users that demand a pay-to-play experience. And as we can see by the actions taken by the team working on global, they are basically admitting to that fact that they understand that that is how global players are, and so they have to offer things in a different way for them. People are so sensitive, they think I'm talking about them even when I'm not talking about them. I wonder if there are any free-to-play users out there that are, one, very loud and proud about being free-to-play and lord it over other people, but also demand a experience. Those must be the worst people on Earth. Alright, but anyway, let's look at my JP account. And this is a whale account. I'm at Royal Rank 10. But I've been hanging strong at Royal Rank 10 for a while now. Definitely since I got my talisman, my spending has gone down. But it sort of coincided with me reaching a certain plateau anyway. This is the case for any mobile game that you play of this type, where you get about like 80% of like what you need to get through the game. And then if you continue to spend and continue to pull, the value of what you get is much less than if you're just starting out in the game. And again, since my account is at that point, I don't need to spend very much to continue sort of being at the place in the meta where I am. But yeah, lots of limited units recently in JP, the 2 summer units, and then Final Fantasy IV. And for the most part, I didn't touch them. I did get Rosa to level 89, but that was the only thing. And that has kept my spending low, so that's good. Alright, but anyway, let's look at my JP account. We'll go from the bottom again, like I did before. So these are my vision cards. The one vision card that I really want right now is Aigion, and that comes with an Esper. But the vision card of Aigion, it will give you slash resistance piercing. So that's great for characters that only do slash attacks, like Orlandu or Super Stern or Yedema, people like that. And then here is the vision card for the Demon Wall. This is kind of similar to the War Machine in that it's a limited time vision card slash Esper. This is another thing that I recommend everybody. He's been great so far. You can get either the light or the dark resistance from his board, and then you also get slash resistance. So it's a pretty versatile Esper. I can recommend that. And then as for cards that I would like to max, I'd like to max this one so I can get the slash resistance up 20% on everybody. I'm still very big on resistances in this account. Same goes for here. Even 9 months into the game, I've only ever pulled the 1 of this card. I'm sure there are a bunch of people that have pulled this without wanting it, but I want it. And then there's one other UR card with Victora on it, I think. It has something to do with like a mask, but it gives you a Man-Eater and then also gives you some kind of resistance, and I would like that, but I haven't pulled it yet. And then Ssr cards are looking like this. I still need to max the Lamia Queen. I just can't commit those last 10 Azure Orbs to max it, but this is good for Drain Force builds. And I think that's all I wanted to say here. Okay, next let's look at Espers. This is how this is looking. I'm pretty satisfied with how things are. Again, I want Aigion. And then equipment. There's a lot more to say here than in my global account because I put more effort into JP. But for weapons... weapons, actually I don't put a lot of effort into weapons. I'm really more about the armor. So yeah, not too much to say here. I will say, this is Roreda's Trustmaster. And in her review video, or her poll video, I was talking about I wanted her bow to be longer on top and shorter on bottom. If we look here at the artwork, we can see that that is the case here. So this is like a Japanese bow, so very cool. And then armor, here's where I'm putting in the effort. So here I have the Bail Bagonetto. This is a heavy armor which can give you pierce resistance. I don't have quite enough of the purple spiky things to make the +5, so I just have the +4 here, and next time purple spiky things are available, I'll farm those up. And then what else? Here, this is the brand new craftable equipment from the Shiva Challenge quest. And this is nice, this is light equipment, but it gives you slash resistance. So this is the first light armor that will give you that. So this is great for my grace / inori / prayer, good for my thancred as well. Yeah, as you can see, I put in the effort to get the +5, and I get the bonus / resistance 8 here. And again, I went for the vital just so I can get as much HP in there as possible. This might be my best light armor for Drain Force. I'll talk about my first light armor Drain Force character in a second. I would like to make the +5 of the Platinum Robe, but this is definitely going to be one of the long-term goals here. And actually I can show you crafting with the update, where you could just make something like +4, +5 right away. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll do this one. So here I can make a +0, and then I can hit this slider thing, make a +2, make a +3, make a +5, and then it will show you everything that you have, and then all the total for materials that you need in order to make it. So this can help you plan ahead, and of course it can save you a lot of time, you know, fusing stuff together forever. Yeah, as you can see here, I need a lot more of these purple spiky things in order to finish the Bail Bagonetto. What else? Well, that might be it. I've finished most of the stuff that I want. I made the +5 of this heavy armor, give me a ton of HP, and then the projectile resistance. What else? I finished the mithril armor and mithril helm +5, so I can get some evade and then projectile resistance in one. But yeah, that's how that is looking. And here are accessories. Nothing much to say here. Okay. And then finally, let's look at units. So I have 12 UR units at 99. That's insane. One of these days is going to be a full screen full of them. But lately I've been liking Luasa a lot. I still need to make a video where I show her off, but she's just a very simple damage dealer. I'm excited for when she comes out in Global. And then here's Rosa. She's great too. Still need to get more use out of her. She can do a lot, and it depends on how you build her. Also looking forward to when she comes to Global. And then a Super Stern, still working on him. Maybe 120 more shards before I can finish him. And then in the last show and tell video, I think for JP, I asked people like which unit I should work on, and then use the select tickets for. I did end up using them on Giza, so I could get her Trustmaster. That's been great. But I think I'm going to continue working on a Super Stern. If I could get him to 99 by the time he's released in Global, that would be amazing. This is what I do for you, YouTube. Otherwise, Mashiri, she is getting there. Rob's slowly working on him. I want to get him to Limit Break 4. But I'm starting to work on him seriously in Global, and that'll be exciting to use him in there because he'll be one of my best attackers, and then also he'll fit into my evade team. It might be fun to use him with like Shadow Lynx and Kiton. If I can put together that team, I'll show that off later. And then Ayaka, I want Limit Break 4 there. Eileen, she's getting there to Limit Break 4. And then Gurasada, she's another one I'm actively working on. And then Edide, he just keeps getting closer. Really looking forward to using him at 89. And then all these other ones I am not leveling. And then here is a bunch of MRs at 99. And then I said this maybe last video, but once you start working on MRs and you have more and more at max, then your rate of getting the MR Mog coins goes faster and faster. And so you can use those to buy more shards for more max MRs, and it just, like, you know, exponentially gets faster. So there will come a time when all of these guys should be fully limit broken. Of course, I'm facing that issue that whales have to deal with, which is too many characters to use, not enough time in the day. But I would like to do reviews, like Nasia, I want to do a review of her. Raidu, he definitely deserves a review. Ramada, she's interesting. So yeah, hopefully I can make that work. As for MRs I'm working on now, Vistral, he's very close to max as well. And then we got the SRs and so on. Okay, so that is how my JP account is looking after 9 months. There's nothing I'm really wanting anymore. I guess I still want like a Wind Mage and a Dark Mage, but I have my UR Hunter in Rosa, so I'm satisfied there. It's really going to come down to like limited characters or collaborations to really make me want to pull again. But yeah, I'm definitely on a plateau where I don't need to spend anymore. Or if I am, it's just to do like little things to pick up the daily stuff. This one was pretty good on the 5th day. You get the 3 rainbow orbs, and then it only costs the 60 paid vision ore, so this was a good deal, I thought. Okay, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.